In this video we're gonna make this moving platform. It will move between 2 points. Okay, so without furthering delay, let's dive into this topic. Okay, so we're gonna make the moving platform. So select the sprite, head over to a sprite folder, okay, and drag the moving platform. As you can see, it's too small. So what we need to do, we need to make it larger. So select that sprite, go to inspector, okay, go to inspector, make pixel per unit to 16, okay, pixel per unit to 16, and filter mode to point no filter, and compression to none, okay, compression to none, and then hit apply. Okay, hit apply. For this video we're gonna disable this show. Okay, so I'm gonna just uncheck. So we're gonna deal with this. Okay, the moving platform. Okay, so we will name this to moving platform. Sorry, we will name this to moving platform. Moving platform. Okay, platform. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna add a collider. Okay, the player will jump to this moving platform, so we need to add a collider. Okay, so select the game object moving platform and add component. Find box collider 2D. Okay, box collider 2D, and make it size of this sprite sheet. Okay, hit edit collider. Okay, edit collider. Okay, and then make it little down and little should be like this. So okay, this is fine, pretty fine. Okay, so what we're gonna do, this platform will move, okay, between 2 points, okay, between horizontally. So what we need to do, we need to add a script of moving platform. So head over to script folder. Okay, head over to script folder, right click, okay, create C# script, name that script to moving platform. Okay, moving platform. Okay, moving platform, sorry, moving platform, and hit enter. Okay, hit enter. So just wait for to hold on. Okay, so we're gonna move this moving platform between 2 points. Okay, so if I open up the moving platform script, okay, and head back to again to the unity. Okay, so we need to add this script to this moving platform. Okay, and we also need to make those 2 points where we want to go. Okay, just wait for to compile it. Okay, so we're gonna just wait, it's reloading domain. Okay, just wait for to compile, it's compiling. So what we need to do to make those 2 points, we need to right click on the hierarchy. So select the moving platform, okay, and drag the moving platform script to that game object, moving platform game object. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna make 2 point horizontally. Okay, this platform will move horizontally between those 2 points. So what we're gonna do, okay, plus go to hierarchy, hit the plus. Okay, create empty game object, name that to moving platform points. Moving points, for simple. Okay, moving points. Okay, and then go to transform of this component moving points, right click, reset, and select an icon. Okay, I'm gonna select the green one. Okay, I'm gonna move this a little bit up. Okay, little bit up. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna move this to top. Okay, in the hierarchy. So right click on moving points. Okay, moving points, and create a empty child game object. Okay, and select any icon. I'm gonna select the green. Okay, and I'm gonna move over here. Okay, over here, and I'm gonna duplicate this. Okay, control D for duplicate. Okay, control D to duplicate. I'm gonna move it over here. Okay, so the moving platform will move between these 2 points. Okay, between these 2 points. So what we need to make an array. Okay, we will put these 2 points to that array. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to go to moving platform game object, and open up the moving platform uh, script. Okay, moving platform script. So firstly we need the speed. Okay, how much should we go fast? Okay, so we will create public, okay, public float. We will call this speed, moving speed or speed. By default we're gonna set it like 2.5, 2.5 f. You have to put f because it's floating numbers. Okay, so also we need to make an array. Okay, we will put those 2 points into that array. To make a array you have to type public. Okay, public. So those are position, so we have to pass transform. Okay, transform is responsible for position. So transform, and you have to make curly square brackets. Okay, and we will call this to like points, something like that. Okay, points, and end up with semicolon, and control s on your keyboard, and add back to unity. Okay, so you will able to see, okay, you will able to see an array and the speed parameter what we set in the script. Okay, you can adjust in the inspector because we made it public. Okay, so that's why we made it public. We can adjust the speed. Okay, and we will, so we're gonna put these 2 points, okay, moving points, into that array. So what we need to do, what we need to do, as you can see we set this two green points, okay, moving points, and we have these 2 points. So go over to moving platform. Okay, in the inspector right corner, top right corner, you can see the lock. Okay, lock that, and head again to that, select both these 2 points. Okay, both 2 points. Okay, and drag it to this point array. So and unlock this. Okay, and go to moving platform again. As you can see, 0 is the first one. Okay, 0 is the first one, and 1 is the second one. 0, index of the first one is 0, and the second one is index is 1. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna make a index. Okay, we're gonna make index, we will keep track of. So we're gonna make it public. Okay, you don't need to make public it, we will integer, that will be integer. Okay, we will call this index. Okay, by default we are going to set it to 0. So 0 is the first one. Okay, and we also don't need the stat function. Okay, so we can remove it. We're gonna do it update function, because update function get called every time. So what we going to do, we're gonna use vector. Okay, vector 2 dot move towards function. Okay, this function takes a the position from you want to go and the target position you want to go. Okay, current position you have to pass as the first parameter, and the second parameters should be the target position, and the third parameter should be the speed, how much should this platform go. Okay, in speed. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put transform dot position means the current position. Okay, and we're gonna put points, we're gonna make points array. Okay, and square bracket. So in index we're gonna pass the index, and index is as you can see we set the index to 0. So 0 is the first one. Okay, first one is the 0, and the second one index is the 1. Okay, the first one index is 0, and the second one is index is 1. So by default we set the index to 0, so we will move towards to the first point. Okay, dot, we have to dot, and then position, and the speed, how much, how fast this platform should go to that point. So we're gonna pass as the third parameter speed, and we also need to multiply this with time dot delta time to make frame rate independence. Okay, time dot, okay, time dot delta time. Okay, and we're gonna set, okay, we're gonna set, so this over here, as you can see, we're gonna set, we're gonna do transform. Okay, transform dot position equal to this. Basically transform dot position over here means the current position, and vector 2 dot move toward function takes current position and where you want to end the target position. Okay, where you want to go, and the third, as a third parameter, the speed, how much fast this should go. Okay, so we are changing the current position, we are setting transform dot position equal to vector 2 dot move towards, and as we know, this will take the current position and the target position where we want to go and the speed. Okay, so definitely we will go to the first point. As an index, we set index to by default 0. 0 is the first one, and and the 1 is the second one. Okay, so control s on your keyboard. Okay, control s on your keyboard, you will able to see this platform will go to the first point. Okay, by default we set the index 0, so we also need to increase the index by 1, so it will go to the second point. Okay, but we will do, I'm just gonna explain what going to happen. Just wait for to compile. Okay, just wait for to compile. And if we select the moving platform, okay, moving platform over here, it will go to this point, because by default we set the index, as you can see in the inspector, 0. Okay, and the speed you can see 2.5. We can adjust the speed in the inspector, that's why we made that public. You don't need to make the, as you can see it's more going to the first point. We also need to go to this point. Okay, the second point. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna increase the index by 1. So the, as you know, the second point index is 1. So what we need to do, we need to check if we like over here. Okay, and the distance between our this moving platform position and the first point position, if it's lesser than 0.1 f, so we will increase the index. Okay, by 1, so it will go to this over here. Okay, and we also check if it's if our moving platform position and the second point position is point 1 point 1 f. Okay, point 1 f lesser than point 1 f, so we will make the index go index 0, so it will go to the first point, so it will loop. Okay, loop between two points. Okay, so what we need to, we need to head over to the script, and we're gonna check. Okay, if okay, if vector 2, we have to use vector 2 dot distance. Oh sorry, distance. This function over here takes two vectors. Okay, two vectors or two position. So we're gonna check transform dot position means our own position, and we're gonna pass point as a second position points, and we have to pass the index. Okay, index, sorry, index, then dot position. Okay, and if it's lesser than, okay, point 0.1 f. Okay, so what we are doing, just wait. So we're gonna make the curly brackets. So we are checking. Okay, transform dot position means our own position, and points index. Okay, point index, index over here is 0, means the first position. Okay, if our current position and the first point position, by default we set the index 0, that's why we are talking about our current position and the first point position, if it's lesser than 0.1 f. Okay, if it's lesser than 0.1 f, so what we gonna do, we're gonna increase the index by 1. Index plus equal 1. Okay, index plus equal 1, or you can set index plus plus, that's also mean this. So we are checking a transform dot position means our position. Okay, the moving platform position, and points index dot position, by default we set the index to 0, so we are checking the first position. Okay, the first point position and our own position, if it's lesser than 0.1 f, we are checking, so we are increasing the index by 1, so it will move to the second point. Control s on your keyboard and head back to Unity. You will able to see when we reach to the first point, the index will be 1, as we know the second point index is 1. Okay, the second point index is 1, so it will move to the second point. And we also need to set the index to 0, because as we know we not gonna move to this point again to the first point. Okay, so if we play, okay, if we play, you will able to see the platform will go to the first point. Okay, and then index will be 1, and it will go to the next point. Okay, second point. So as you can see it's going to second points. As you can see the index become 2, but we gonna set, okay, we're gonna set the index to 0, so it will go to first point again. Okay, we're gonna set the index to 0, so it will go to first point again. Okay, so whenever the index became 2, Okay, whenever the index became 2, we're gonna set the index to 0. So we're gonna what we're gonna do in the over here. Okay, we're gonna check. Okay, if index is greater than or equal to points dot length. Okay, points dot length, basically this means we are checking if our index, okay, index is how many points we have 2 points. So if index becomes greater than or equal to, okay, how many points we have. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna set the index to 0 again. Okay, we're gonna set the index to 0 again. So we are checking, okay, if in the index, okay, how many points we have obviously we have 2 points, okay, 1 and 2. So what we are doing, if it's greater than or equal to, okay, or equal to or greater than, okay, so we are setting back index to 0. So this will go to the first point again. Okay, so if we just wait for to compile, okay, wait for to compile, and you will able to see when the index became 2, because how many points we have 2 points, so 2 becomes 2, so we are setting back index to 0. So it will go move over to the first point again. Okay, so if we now play, okay, if we now play, we will able to see that. Okay, just wait for to compile. You can add as many points as you want. Okay, so as you can see, the moving platform going to the first point and second points, it's looping because we are setting the index to 0 whenever it goes to the next second point, because as you so if I select the moving platform, as you can see, 1 and 0. Okay, so basically we are checking, okay, we are checking if our index, how many points we have. So basically we have 2 points as we know. So when the index becomes 2 or greater than 2 or equal to 2, we are setting back index to 0, so it will move over to the first point again. Okay, that is the logic behind it. So we also need to make this prefab. Okay, we also need to make this prefab. So just create a prefab folder on assets, okay, and select the moving platform and drag it to that prefab folder. Okay, so we will have a save. If we somehow lost from this scene view or hierarchy, we can restore that. So we will now what we're gonna do, we're gonna we're gonna jump over to this moving platform. Okay, if we hit play, okay, if we hit play, uh, if we hit play, if we hit play. Okay, so by the way, we will deal with this in the next video. Okay, so if you want to support me, you can support me on patreon.com, and as well as if you enjoyed this video, okay, like that, give a thumbs up. Okay,